it's me, host Super Soul. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got. It's the Creep from Creepshow. I'm so happy to finally have this in my collection. I did get this. I'm so excited that it finally came. It is awesome. I love Neca products, especially the horror toys, as you guys know. I do collect Neca horror figures, so this one was a no-brainer. So iconic and so nostalgic from my childhood. Both from the comics, from the TV series, from the different weird movies and things they've made over the years. Creepshow is one of them things that'll always be there, and it is weird, and I love it. But this is the Creep, and he's actually got a cloth robe on there as well, which is going to be very nice. There's got a skull and a lantern there, which that lantern's pretty cool as well. And yeah, there's some spare hands in there. Can't wait to crack it open. I'm loving the artist rendering on the front there. That's very nice as well, with the big logo there saying Creepshow. Tales of suspense and horror. On the side, we've got the actual movie version of the Creep. And then on the back, there's a nice product shot with a little write-up, which states, "Welcome, boils and ghouls, as the purveyor of all things gruesome and grotesque, I bid you welcome to Creepshow. So sit down and prepare to enter my world where creeping creatures and nefarious neighbours inhabit our nightmares. Each new story delights in its insidious intent, and I won't stop until every hair is raising on end." Ooh, I like all the retro stuff, like the 10 cents logo in the top corner for the comic book. That's pretty cool. And I think he actually has a comic book that he holds as well, I think, if I remember rightly. Right, guys, let's go ahead and break the Creepshow out of the packaging. I'm very happy to have this figure, guys. I can't explain it. So, as well, if you guys remember, I actually wanted this for Halloween. This was meant to be the Halloween video for this year, but it got delayed by Neca due to COVID. So it has been a little bit on order, a bit longer than I wanted. That's why I ended up buying the Creep of the pop vinyls, so I could feature him in my figure photography for Halloween. Well, there's a nice inlay in the box there. I love the inlays. Inlays are always great to hold on to for your figure photography. Okay, so we've got the skull. A little skull there, very similar to the one that we got. It's got an actual head bob on there. Random. It's got an actual hole in there. Like, could actually pop onto like a proper thing. But I like skulls like this because you can sometimes use them in action figure photography for other things as well. Like, you've probably seen people on the internet use them like on top of a stormtrooper head, and then they put the helmet to the side and it looks like the stormtrooper died and it's decayed. Stuff like that. Okay, and he is actually tied in with a couple of rope ties here, so let's go ahead and break one, and two, and three. I'm not going to rip him out of the thing because I'm frightened of pulling things. I'm going to pull those through first. There we go. And then he should just, yeah, he's just going to fall out now. Oh, they've put his hands through the actual box. Why would they do that? Oh, I hate them doing that. Okay, let's put the plastic bits back inside the box. And put that back inside. Meh. Come on. There we go. It's a very nice box actually for the Creepshow figure. Almost don't want to be rough with it. I want to be nice with it. And that's unusual for me. So the actual comic book that they've given him is actually very cheap. I'm not a fan of that. It's very distorted. So there's the little comic book they've given him. It looked a lot better on the photos. I don't like the white outline. I think it should be just the red. I don't think there should be a white outline on it. And then it's got like some proper panel work on the inside, and then some more on the back, so it's okay. I think they could have done better. There's the actual other hand as well, which is very bendable. Oh, I don't like that. That's too bendable. That's going to break so easily. Well, we need that for the lantern. It's a real shame this wasn't actually LED. I would have liked to have seen when they make these little lantern stuff, because obviously when they do the pumpkins for Halloween, they light up. So Why couldn't this light up? Why couldn't somebody have put a little thing in there and you just click it at the top to turn it on and off? It could run off one of those tiny watch batteries. Let's have a look at the actual figure then. Let's see what we think of the creep. So first of all, let's work out where the joints are and if they're the right way around. So we don't, because he's a very thin figure. We don't want to go ahead and bend him if he's not in the right positions. Right, so that arm's there, so that's that joint. Let's rotate that out. And the second one is there. Okay, I've just moved. I always do that. Always on these figures that have got the robes and stuff. Always just like pull the actual robe up first and double check that the actual limbs are the right way round. Because sometimes, obviously, when they're in, sometimes they may have like the rotatory bit might be towards the back, so it bends backwards rather than forwards. So you want to pull that to the front before you go and bend the arm. Because if you bend the arm before doing that, obviously you'll rip the actual joint, your ball joint, and it could break it. So look at the legs. They're all the right way around. Yep. Wow, very weird figure. Is it Velcro, this? No, so this thing, guys, are not actually Velcro. It's a thing. I don't like these little tassels. They're annoying. I've tucked those into the costume. So a very weird little figure. Let's take a look at the actual face sculpt itself. It's really good. If anything, that's a good head for a zombie as well. That's very good for a customizer to use. I'm liking the hair is actually attached to the thing as well. That's very cool. It's like glued on at the top. Although it doesn't look too good when you're doing it from an upper point view, so you want to keep that hood up. The hood itself has actually got a little bit of like a thing there, so you can actually move this little flap around a little bit, which is nice. But the head itself is on a ball joint, so you can make him look up and down, left and right, and all the usual stuff. The arm lifts up at that top hinge and also rotates. There's the elbow there as well, which I've just shown you, which always double check before you start rotating. And the hands as well are on ball joints. Legs do lift out, but obviously they are hindered a lot by this actual costume, as well as forwards, again hindered. No top thigh cut, but there is the knee joints there in the figure. And the feet are on, are they on pivot? Yeah, rocker and pivot on the feet. And they do have holes in the feet, should you wish to use a display base with him. I am going to want to replace that hand though, so I can have the lantern with him. So I think that was one of the nice things about this figure. I like the lantern. There we go. Obviously that's the hand you're going to want to use for the comic as well, so otherwise it'd be really awkward to hold. So to do that, we can kind of have him looking down. I can pop the comic in there. Come on. Damn it. Can you hold in that hand, actually? Nah, it looks silly. The comic book is awkward to hold. Not a big fan of that comic. Thought it was going to be a lot better made than that. On the pictures it looked really nice. But we put that hand on there so we can actually use with the lantern more than anything. There it is. I want that lantern with him. That's the lantern he uses in the show and stuff. Gonna have some good photo sessions with this thing. I think this will make a very good thing to photograph with all the different layers and different aesthetics. But it is just a very weird figure because it's very skinny. I'm very frightened of breaking him as I'm moving him around. But it is a very cool figure nonetheless. It's very different. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head on down to the desk cam to give you guys an up-close personal look at the creep. So let's head on down to the desk cam. Alright guys, so here he is out of the packaging looking awesome. Let's have a look at that face sculpt first of all, guys. Look at that. It's so grotesque and weird. I'm loving the design of it though. The paint apps and stuff make the eyes really pop as well. That looks really realistic. The actual figure looks like it has a skin tone as well. I think I've gone too far. There we go. It looks like it's actually got like a skin tone to it and stuff. It looks like it's got flesh on there. It's disgusting. It looks amazing. Look at those teeth as well. Proper good zombie head is that. It's a very good zombie head. I like the hair as well. That's pretty cool. The costume's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. And there's some there's odd little bits and specks on it. But I wish it was proper, you know, like muckied up. I'm gonna hide those tassels on the inside of his costume as well because they're gonna drive me nuts. But I'm loving the old-fashioned lantern. That's a very cool accessory. I just wish, like I said, I wish it lit up. Neca have been making light-up products for a long time. It would be awesome if they made this one light up as well. So that's a real shame for me. Other than that, the figure itself is very cool. I'm loving the design of the way they've made the feet and skin and all that look very weird and different. And like I said, just the moulding of the plastic and stuff. There's no issues, no warping. And the paint is very cool. Not that you could tell if there's anything wrong with the paint anyway. Plus, most of the body is actually covered. But it is completely painted and finished all the way out. So, very nice figure. Something very different for us to look at today. It's Creepshow. I love Creepshow. And if we just take a look at the other accessories, so we've got the skull as well, which we can place in his open palm hand. Which, like I said, it also has like a little thing on this. You could actually put that on an action figure if it was dremeled out enough. And then we've got the little comic book, which, again, I'm not too impressed with. It's okay. It's a nice accessory. I might use it. But I don't think I'll use it with him. I might use it with the Marvel Legends action figure or something. That'd be quite funny. Quite meta, having, like, Spider-Man read a comic. And then we've got the other spare hand as well. So very cool. But guys, what are your thoughts on this action figure? Let me know in the comments down below. Well, let's go back to the main cam, guys, and finish off this video. So guys, before we go anywhere, I want to give these people a subscriber shout out. Thank you very much for leaving these awesome comments, guys. If you want a subscriber shout out, make sure you leave a comment down below. Sometimes saying you want a subscriber shout out as well will help get you up the list on the subscribers, but I do have a list going right now. I will keep adding names to it. So if you want to be shouted out, please let us know in the comments or leave us an awesome comment down below that you think will get on screen. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it for you. We are very close to 30,000 followers. If you're not following the channel, please make sure you are, so you're in for a chance of winning a competition. The competition will be announced very soon at 30,000 followers. It is going to be what do you call it? Yeah. I forgot my words. It is going to be a proper giveaway that's been sponsored. Sponsored giveaway, that's what I'm looking for, sponsored. It's a sponsored giveaway. We have some goodies from a company that I can announce when we hit 30k, and the giveaways from that company on behalf of me. So make sure you hit 30k, and then I can explain more. It's awesome though. And you guys, it's been waiting for so long. We've been waiting to do this announcement for so long, but with COVID everything slowed down. So if you could help us out, I'd love to hit 30k by the end of the year. We're almost there. So if you could give me an awesome final push, that would be amazing, guys. And I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. But guys, what are your thoughts on the Creep? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this figure review today, then please let me know, and I can make sure we do more horror content in the future. But guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm your host, Superstar, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you.